Hey there, Edu. It's me, Jess. About the thumbnail mini course. I would love to explain a little bit how I can see the picture, and I would walk you through the community site. I just made you admin. It's very easy to use. It's even more user friendly than Facebook or something. There's little options, so there's not much that can go wrong. And if there's something going wrong, no worries. I rather have you learn by doing, and I do not have to upload all this stuff myself. So, having said that, relax and it will be cool. By the way, I hope you're fine. And I haven't really joined Queen's Day so far, or King's Day. Maybe after this screencast, I will jump into the Jordan, one of the neighborhoods here. Um, yeah, furthermore, maybe also nice to know that yeah, the community is getting filled, and I have my first ambassadors that would love to beta test it. So they can already put in some content, some questions, and I can see if they get it, and I can get it too, how I can communicate with those people. Having said that, those people that built this software, they're called Emu, the huddle. For them, it's also pretty new. So you might bump into some little bugs, which is not per se our mistake, but it's also something we can demand from them. So if you have anything that's really awkward or you think it can be done easier, then we can totally request that via the support button. Well, here when you press support, it supports to me, but that's fine. Please do so, and I can pass it forward to those people. So this is their community. I'm actually copy pasting it and see how it works for our membership site. I've changed the tagline, as you can see, empowered to unlock potential, because connect beyond boundaries. I love it because it's really metaphorical, deep, philosophical almost, but it's not very clear for people. And I was thinking about to put leadership development here, but that's also like jargon. So empower to unlock potential. So this is what we do. We empower people to unlock potential of others, organization, teams, etc. So I wonder what you think of it. And we also made it more simplistic. So it's also more practical to use. As you can see, it's also nice for you as a graphic designer to know we made it in one big horizontal square, and before it was kind of moving out of that square, which makes it really difficult to use on websites where you just have limiting space to put your branding. So maybe it's not as beautiful as popping when it's popping out, but it's more practical. And yeah, from now on we will use that format. We do not have to change all the stuff we made so far, of course, but the banners will be changed soon and stuff like that. Um, if you feel like, oh, I want to use the new icon already, or the new logo, I will add it in the document so you can use it. So yeah, let's do this. Well, first of all, the mini course, or I should say the membership site, consists out of layers in terms of yeah, how deep you can go. You know, you have a main chapter that has sub chapters and that has sub chapters, and in general there are like four layers. I will not call them levels, because levels is something more in terms of my customers, what level they get access to. That has nothing to do with layers, so I hope you understand what I mean. So you have the layer product, you have the layer modules, then you have the layer sub modules, which is not always being used, as you will see in a second. And then you have content, and these are the Vimeos, which can be one Vimeo or several. You can add a lot of stuff there. So this is kind of how it's built. And I will walk you through that before I get into the practicalities. So this is your account. I made you admin, so I will see, this is the screen you will see. So let's start with home. Here you see the forum where people can brainstorm and stuff like that. If you want to, please feel free to, you know, introduce yourself, so people also know that you're my videographer, and I'm sure you will get some beautiful offers there from based on that too. So it would be nice if you can also experiment a little bit in this space, and meanwhile, yeah, present yourself as my team member. Again, do it if you feel it's useful. And this is not some business deal or something I make with you, but I think it's nice when you, yeah, when you present yourself as a videographer. And I'm proud of working with you, so that would be nice. Then you have the community. Well, this is actually the same. You can go introduce yourself, start a topic. By the way, it will be in English from next month onwards, so you still have some Dutch wordings here. Uh, most things are pretty straightforward, so I don't think it's rocket science for you to understand. Beheer, by the way, is settings. So here you can change stuff, and this is where you will be working with while you add the mini course. But let's first go to groups. Here I have a beta group. This is for just for you to know. This is not something, that has anything to do with thumbnails, but I love for you to see the bigger picture, so you can think amongst the lines I'm working in. So these are beta testers, and here we have like if people, if they enroll for the mini course, I think I will give them 1 month free access for first level. So this excludes them from challenges, from some extra information, etc. So people can start testing it and experiencing it, and then they can join the membership. This is all work in progress, I have to see, and I'm also in contact with people that are more experienced than me, and they will give me input about what's the best thing to do. Only charge people for the products, or also charge them for a separate membership on this platform. And of course, the more people are in, the more interactive it is, the more valuable it will be. So now it's, nobody's in yet. So I will invite the people that I've trained. It will be 90 plus people, and let's see what happens. But the beta testers, they are a little bit more committed. For example, here yesterday I asked people, what tagline would you choose? Now I put it on Facebook, nobody really replies. But now I hope people that agreed upon the beta testing group, they get a little bit more privilege, exclusive stuff, bonuses and all that if they are beta testers. So then you understand. And you as a person, as a community member, can also start a group, for example, about education. Or maybe that's too far-fetched for people. Blah, 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 blah. Category, I made some categories. Well, maybe innovation. Well, it doesn't really matter. So here you go, and then you can make it public or private or secret. And this is for people to see that have, I would say, have everything. This is the levels that I was talking about. Do you have access to what information? And here I can find members. Let's say Eduardo. Yeah, here you are. Pop, this is yourself. And then you start the group. Description. Everything about education and how to and practical tips to transform things, to maybe I should say change the status quo. Well, if you want, you can start also a group. Maybe, ta-da! So now there's 2 groups, very cool. So you can start a group maybe about transformation in video use or something. No, that would be funny. Anyhow, training. So here we are. These are all the trainings that people can either get for free or pay for. These are the paid ones. But for now, for this explanation, I will focus on the mini course. And if that works, then I will focus on this one. Otherwise, we mix things up. Furthermore, this is my topics. So if you have a topic you would like to start, about, I don't know, a question you have, then you can do it over here. The help desk, I don't know, it's still not really working. Let me check. No. So this is, for example, a little bug. It's not working yet, so maybe I will know it soon. Support, you can send in a question if you have support, but you can also go to the forum, of course, to ask for support, as every thing has their support board. Apps, I don't think it's really, that's funny, you can see this. Ah, because you're admin, that's why you see this, because this is information for me as a, you know, the owner of this whole thing. But never mind this is like extra features. And this is what I was talking about. This is systems. So how do you say it when you want to change stuff? Admin, how do you call that? Yeah, well, you know what I mean. So trainings, this is interesting. So now we'll go to the thumbnails. Um, so like I said, there's 4 or 3 layers, because for the mini course I do not have submodels because we have not so much content. It's just 1 or 2 videos per topic or per module. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to have all these layers. So that's good for you to know. So if you go here, this is the first layer, right? This is the product layer. I will just make it product because then you understand. I think yeah, so here it is, products. Ta-da. Then you click on it and then you get to the module layer. So here you have all the modules that people can choose from. And as I said, there's not so much content, so we will not work with submodules. Here you can see modules. That's exactly what I show you right now. And then you can click on the content and then the people can see the videos. You can see I already added 2 videos in the introduction because I want them to see who I am and I want them to also understand how to successfully integrate these sessions in their work context. So let's see how that works. And I can add text here. So, you know, now it's all really basic, but maybe in the future I have to add some text because things are not clear or something. Or maybe like a little welcome to this thing that triggers them to watch this video because it takes quite long, as you can see. But why should they watch this? So I have more opportunities to get people engaged. This is the menu, really cool, so people can see which order they are, like la la la. And yeah, as you can see, the font is different. I already asked for support why this is so all the time fucked up, but these kind of things I will fix in the coming week, I hope. So here you can see we walk through the whole video course. Okay, what does it mean for the thumbnails? Well, you can already see that we need thumbnails for the course itself, right? So go back to the training, we need a thumbnail for this one, the main product. So here, maybe I should add it over. So here I actually built the basic thumbnail. I add leads view. So this is what leads will see. And I call them leads because they're not customers yet. They have free access to the mini course. And I also like you to be conscious of that. So here in the mini course, we have to be very strategic about how we promote ourselves, how we communicate about ourselves explicitly or not explicitly, and the decisions we make or I make. And I know it's just a thumbnail, but if this is all really not clear and people, you know, get access to this for free, then it will not resonate with them, and then all the effort is gone. So the more structured, the more logical, the more easy for them it is to go through the program, and the more it sticks on their how do you call it in English? Netflix, on their eyes and on their mind, the better it is for us and for our branding. So that's why I took some time before we get into this. So it's not so difficult. This is the size of the pixels you can use for this framework, for the thumbnail. As you can see, this part is title. So yeah, this is already there. So there's less space than we had before, I think. So suggestions I do is Again, use your wisdom too. I thought, this is the basic one you made. It's beautiful. I like it. But as you can see, it might be really like cropped. So I thought maybe it's better to zoom in on this part and to use that. So what you will be doing, you will be fixing this accordingly, and then you will double check with me. But I think it's already fine. And what you will be doing, I think that's even more important for now. You go to systems, you go to membership, and then you go to products, because this is, remember, this is the product you are working on. And then you go to host mini course. So yeah, I had to test something. So you go to membership and to product, because we're in the product level. Again, here, product. And this is the menu you would like to change. They want to change the cover of the mini course. So then you see this. These are all the programs, the products, right? And we're going to focus on this one. So what you do is just click on the edit button. And here you see, well, this is like a little bug, but this is actually the cover of this, of the host mini course. You can see it because this says host mini video course, very explicit. And you can see here to host mini video course. So here you can actually check. Never mind this stuff. This is just information for me. So yeah, what you will be doing is when you made the thumbnail, here it says minimal 480, but the exact size is this, because as you can see, it's not squared. So just make it confirm this size. This is what they told me, so I hope they're right. And otherwise play with it. Then you choose file. So I will just change the file to give an example. This is just stupid stuff of them. And I will save it. Opslaan is save. Now you also learn some Dutch. Great. And now you can check if it worked. No worries, you can just leave this space, the beheer, the system space. You can go to training, and here you can see it already changed. So yeah, it looks good. And as you can see, it's pretty minimalistic. It's not very big, so maybe we have to kind of make some choices for that main thumbnail and not want to throw in everything. For now, I gave you the option to work with this one, just to make it like this and to check how it looks. I mean, I can already upload it now. So yeah, for example, you test it here and you think like, this sucks. This is not what I want. You go back to Beheer, to Systems, you go back to Products, you click on the course, you go here, and then, for example, I think I made a screenshot of the actual example. That would be nice, just to already, I never know what. Yeah, no, it's this one. Well, you make it in a better version and the correct size. Then you save it, then you go back to training, and immediately you can see it popping up. So you see there's still some space here and all that, and that's why, of course, you need to dive into it. So that's the first level. Then you have the second level, which is the modules itself. I explained it here. This is the size that they told me you can upload stuff. So what you will be doing is you go to Beheer, so systems, but now you go to modules. Again, we work only in the mini course version. You click on it and you see no module, and that's because we do not work with a submodule. So that's fine. Just click on the edit button. Wait. So, since we do not work with the module, there's nothing visible here. We do not have a submodule, so we can dive into the content straight away. Then you click on without module, and here you can see all the videos. It represents these videos. mini course videos. So this is when you're in Beheer, right? And you go to content and then you click on mini course and then you're here. And then it's a question of clicking on the blue. There's no green pencil. And now it's about uploading a picture here. You click on it and then you upload a picture. I will not do it because I was playing around with before and I couldn't delete it. So I also, maybe it's a bug. I asked it to the support system, hey, I cannot delete this picture if I put something in it. So I will hear from it soon. Here you can also see the content of the mini course. Maybe it's nice for you to see. And who knows, in the future you can work in this too. But for now, leave it like this. You only have to focus on the off building, which is picture. It represents this one, of course. And then you go to save when you've changed it, right? And then you do it for all of them. Human energy, openness to connect, and let's go to this one, transform, etc. Okay, I think that's pretty straightforward. I gave you some ideas for the introduction and the human energy for all the thumbnails. So the suggestions is that I thought the introduction would be nice to, yeah, I'm not sure yet. The other ones are pretty straightforward, but for sure we work with this banner because it's about the host transform. So please replace this bit for this. It's an introduction, so these text and symbol, you can forget about it. And then replace either the text, so the green part for your weekly fitness for your mind, or or just for the text. So you type in this text and not the image itself, because maybe it will appears to be quite messy when you get all this stuff. So I'm not sure about that. I need your wisdom for this. Emerging knowledge, I don't know yet. And for you again, I just explained this already. This is just a thumbnail. However, from marketing perspective, I want to be very bold. Do we represent ourselves as an integral exercise platform that doesn't preach that you have to join a training and then everything is fixed? But we actually want to encourage people to keep on providing these 20-minute sessions in their work lives. So that's why if we use this kind of metaphor, people can already get the picture, and it's very booming to coach on the job and do things integral. It's more lean, it's more cheap, etc. So that's inside info. So for me, it's important that we really align on this, and then I will check the ambassadors that are in the membership side, and they will also tell me what they think of it. But I'd rather have it in there than ask their opinion right now, because they cannot really give us advice from the knowledge they have right now. So please send me an example by WhatsApp. We can align and we can continue with the rest. So the age, please replace this part again for this, and then this symbol can stay, and then replace the text for unlock positivity and vitality. And why is that? It's because, why is not human energy there anymore? It's because when you go into the membership site, you already see human energy here as a basic text. So otherwise we kind of repeating ourselves and it's getting messy. So that's why I think this is a good solution. Let me know what you think. And if we align on this again, send a sample to me by WhatsApp. We align. And you can also, of course, upload it yourself in the community. You know how to do it by now. So you go here to, like I said, content, without module. For example, you want to do this one and then click. So you can trial and error yourself in terms of size if it really works. So yeah, that would be great for me if I do not have to give you feedback in terms of, oh look, the size is not correct. That saves me a lot of headache because I really have to focus on different things. And I think it's nice for yourself to not have all this back and forth communication all the time. So on the outro banner, I'm not very sure yet. Outro, also from strategic perspective, again, people get this mini course for free, right? So why would they go to outro mini course? Who will watch this? This is not very sexy text, I guess. Just, I think. So maybe if there's bonus here and they will watch the beautiful video we made with all the features and they know what we do, I can make an extra video underneath here and I can invite them or the first 100 people or whatever to join the platform for free for 1 month or something like that. Again, the specifics, I still have to think about it this week because I want to really be clear and not just do random stuff and learn from others. So that also means, yeah, in terms of thumbnail, what is wisdom? What can we do over there? Do a training course. Yeah, so outro. So maybe, yeah, we could have a thumbnail, of course, that's in line with these house style thingies, but the text could be something like bonus, bonus video, or engage with our community, something like that. For example, engage, inspire, learn from. So this could be, for example, the text. So this could be like a little call to action by maybe like-minded. Because if they get into the community, then I can always do upsell. So I can, they will see, for example, you have access to all the trainings, of course. But if you do not have not, this will be gray. So they will be like, oh, I cannot go there. And if they click on it, then they already start the buying process. So first of all, that's really nice. Second of all, here you can see I have a banner. So I can put the what's it called? Practitioners program. I can put it here. So they click like, oh my God, I want to buy this. Now it's not going anywhere, but then they will go to the sale page too. So as long as we get them in the community, first of all, because I really believe in it and I want this to be booming. And second of all, it's easier for them to upsell stuff than people from outside. So that could be a strategy. So that's why this thumbnail has to be thought through carefully and align with the strategy I have. So maybe you have some things in mind. Please share it with me. It would be great. Then the content of the videos, of course, that's the videos. That's this. These were the initial thumbnails we were making, right? And I thought, we can do two things. This video, you will see how I'm already fed up by myself. So let's keep it positive. So what do you think? Two options I see. One option is to make a screenshot of me talking in the beginning when my name is there. Again, this is for the mini course, so people will see this for free, and we have to be really careful with our marketing and with how we present ourselves. So when it's practical, when it's the practitioners program, I'm less picky, but now people haven't paid and we have to persuade them and things has to be really straightforward. So I thought, for marketing perspective, this could be very nice. When you jump in, let me see, when you jump into the video. So for example, I get access to this for free. Oh, great. I go here and this is what I see. It's nice. It's people moving. But what could also be nice is that you see this, the name tag, and you see like the symbol at once. So I think that's smart. Or what we can do is that you see people, you see the human interaction of people when they, want to click on this. You can see smiling people. You're like, oh, I wanna see what's going on. But then you do not really see all this information. So what do you think? What is your preference? I think mine is this one. So putting the focus on the people, not so much on myself. However, I do embrace self-branding, but more in a subtle way. Let's align on this. Yeah, I come to the end. So let's align on all this. And then when we all finished, we go to the practitioners program, which will go way smoother. But then I'm not overloading you with info. Let me know if stuff is not clear, and I hope you have a beautiful day.